What's up guys, it's Sophie. For today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about school. You're probably wondering, why are you making a video about school when school is basically over? It's almost June. For me, and I'm pretty sure for lots of you guys too, school is not over yet because we have finals and regents and tests. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be showing you guys some study tips and motivation to get through the school year and to get through finals. I also want to point out, this video is not a how to make studying fun video. That's not that. I'm sure that if you search up how to make studying fun, you will find so many beauty gurus on YouTube that will show that to you, but this is not that type of video because in reality, studying is not fun. Changing your outfit and eating some snacks is not gonna make studying fun. No shade to anybody, I swear. You guys probably think I'm throwing shade to anybody. No, I'm not. To me, it's not fun. I'm making this video to show you guys how to make studying easier rather than fun. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe, and if you're a student, then give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into studying tips and motivation for finals. That was a long title. Let's go. The first tip that I have is to listen to the right music while you study. This is just something that overall helps me focus more. Lots of people, when they listen to music, they'll listen to like their favorite artist music, but I can't do that because then I'll either start singing along or I'll just like get caught up in the music that I won't be able to focus. What I do is I actually go onto YouTube and search in concentration music. If you search in concentration music on YouTube, it is the first video that comes up. I will link it down below, but this video has helped me get through so many of my homework assignments, so many of my review sheets and studying and stuff like that. Another thing that I'll sometimes do is I'll go into Spotify and they have a section called deep focus music. The second tip that I have is to use revision channels to help you study. This is something that you can do if you don't have a tutor and if your teacher goes too fast in class and you're not like understanding the material in class. If you go home that day, then there are lots of revision channels that you can use that are on YouTube. One of my favorites are Crash Course, and that basically has a bunch of different playlists. It's a YouTube channel that has a bunch of different playlists on different subjects, things like world history, biology, economics, whatever you're taking. Another one is Amoeba Sisters. That is really good if you're studying living environments. And then another one is Brain Pop. I'm sure that you've all heard of that. If you ever went to a public school, then you've definitely heard of Brain Pop. But it works. Like, it seriously works. It's easier for you to process. They don't use like big words or words that you won't understand. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Tip number 3 is to use highlighters or make your work look colorful. This is not to make it look pretty and to make it like, oh my gosh, now that my work is colored, I want to study more. Like, no. I do this because if I have a lot of notes or I'm reading a packet that has a lot of words on it, it's all important information, but it's a lot to take in at once. So if you highlight the most important things, then once you look at it and you highlighted the most important parts, then it's easier for you to read. Because without using a highlighter, it just looks like a blob of words and it's overwhelming if you have this huge packet that you need to study. My fourth tip is to study with friends. This is good because you can quiz each other and make sure that you guys know everything. And also I find that if I'm with friends studying, a really good way to ensure that you know everything for a test is if you are able to teach it to somebody else. Or if you don't, I actually just thought of this just now. If you don't have a friend that you can study with, like you can't go to a friend's house or they can't come to you, a thing that you can do is like record yourself teaching it. Say that you're like making a YouTube video teaching your viewers how to do it. Like you can use your phone and record yourself. I just thought of that. You could do that as well. Tip number 5 is to not overstudy. I love this tip because it involves me not studying for longer than I need to. Even if it's not the night before a test, overstudying is basically the same thing as cramming it. You won't remember it the next day. Even if the next day isn't the test, you're just gonna have to restudy it. Like, who wants to do that? Lots of people say like, oh, I stayed up studying for 5 hours. Like, that's not helpful. Normally what I do is I would study for like 30 to 45 minutes or even just like 20 minutes, and then I would take like a 10-minute break and then go back to studying. If you do this leading up to the test, then you will remember everything. Tip number 6 is to get review sheets. I realized that the reason why I have such a hard time studying is because I always thought that studying was just reading over old notes and reading textbooks. What I like to do is get a review sheet on what the test is going to be on and take it as if I'm taking the actual test. So it's sort of like taking a practice test. I feel like that's like the most effective way. Reading your notes is definitely a part of it because you can't take the practice test if you didn't read your notes. But actually having the review sheet with questions and no answer and you having to write the answers without your notes, what you're gonna have to do on the test, because on the test you can't read your notes. Tip number 7 is to turn your notes into music. I do this a lot when it comes to Spanish tests. I'll make like a song to vocabulary that I have to remember. Like, it doesn't even need to be like a song, but like just a jingle or like a beat to help you remember it. And guys, I kid you not, this works. Like, it sounds so cheesy and it sounds like such like a dumb thing to do, but it works. It's obviously not gonna work if you make the song on your way to school the day of the test. Like, that's not gonna work. If you make the song like a couple days before and then practice it like throughout your day, like, it's gonna get stuck in your head. Make it something annoying so that it gets stuck in your head. This works. Oh my goodness. It's so cheesy, but it works.
X equals minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
And my last tip number 8, is to reward yourself. This takes a ton of self-control, but if you do it properly, it is so worth it, I promise you. For example, I'm taking my final soon. If after my final I end up getting over 85, which is my personal goal, I'm going to my favorite place, which is Godiva, and I'm getting myself a bunch of chocolate covered strawberries. I don't know if you've ever heard of Godiva, but they're chocolate strawberries. Oh my gosh, guys. I can't go to Godiva every single day because 1, it's not that close to my house, and 2, if I went there every single day, it would drain my money so quick. But knowing that I'll be able to go that one time if I just get over an 85, that will make me want to get an 85, and to get an 85, I have to study. Do you see where I'm going with this? The only thing is, you cannot get your award before you take your test or before you see your final grade. I already have my money saved up for Godiva, but I can't go there yet because I haven't taken my test yet and I haven't seen my final grade. We're in this together, okay? If you have finals and you haven't taken them yet, we are in this together. I want all of you guys to comment down below your rewards for if you get over the goal that you promised yourself, and you better stick to it, okay? Because I'm gonna be mad if you don't. I'll still love you, but I'm gonna be mad. So that is it for my video. Those are all of my study tips and things like that, motivation, all of that stuff. Make sure to comment down below what you're gonna reward yourself with if you get over the grade that you want for your finals. Studying isn't fun, but it's just something that I have to do. We all have to study. I really want chocolate strawberries right now. Thank you for watching this video if you watched all the way to the end, and I love you, and I will see you all this Tuesday with another new video. Bye! Oh, good luck on finals. I love you, and I hope that you do really well. Okay, bye.